on Starbucks Wi-Fi, so I might not be able to connect to the video. It might be blocked.
Alright.
Well, it's still up in the air whether Balthazar's house burned down. We'll figure that out soon. Okay. So, yeah, Octavio is explaining what he believes to be the answers to your fortunes. What would we like to do next?
I think me and Tyler are hauling the armor outside, if we can.
Yeah, how late is it? Like, is it nearly dark, or we still got like an hour of daylight?
Yeah, the sun is sinking right now over the lake.
We got time. I just need 10 minutes.
I got this. Yeah, let's do this. Anyone want to come beat up a suit of armor?
Okay. All right. I will let one of you.
Awesome.
One of you make an athletics check. The other one can give you.
Roken, I think you're probably the strongest between us.
I'm like,
Yeah, the way you handled that fat man on his boat.
I'm not even going to justify that with a response. As I'm like grabbing one of the feet and just.
All right.
Live with your knees, not your back.
Should probably be disadvantaged on account of the fact that I'm helping him, honestly.
I'll take the
Roll
21.
20 is being crazy right now. Hold on. Do you guys get a roll 20 as unresponsive message?
Nope.
No, but your camera cut out.
Do you see anything?
Oh, you just disconnected.
Oh. I am reconnecting at this time.
I'd like to give a shout out to Carlsberg beer. It's cheap.
It's a good sponsor.
Paying me to do that.
Good. Good. All right. I cannot, for some reason, connect to Roll20. So, what was your roll?
22.
No, what was your actual roll?
22.
He's not joking.
Okay. All right. So the two of you grab onto the suit of armor and begin pulling it from the wall. It has been secured to the wall. It looks maybe magically to have been secured, but between the two of you, you're able to pry it, and it breaks away from its brackets there. As you drag it towards the middle of the floor, it comes. It's just very stiff. All of the pieces are connected together, and you pick it up and slide it out. And as you do, it reveals behind it a small alcove, inside of which is a small, or actually a tome, a book that's about this big, about textbook size. That's got leather covers on it, and it's clasped shut.
I'm gonna look at the suit of armor. Open?
Still nothing.
I mean,
Benji's gonna go and grab the book, I guess. It's like, hey, look at this.
Benji, everyone knows you can't read as I snag it from him.
Well, sir. If you say so.
All right. This is what the book looks like.
oh shit, it's got an image. This thing's important.
You have found your first item.
Ooh!
I take it, I put it in the fireplace, and I burn it.
Yep, that seems like what we should do with it. I throw it in the fire.
As you pull it out, or as you snatch it from Benji Roken, it is heavy in your hands. The
Surprised you could lift that.
clasp has a lock on it, but the lock has long since worn away and rusted. It no longer secures the book shut.
I'll walk over to the desk, carefully place the book on it, and flip through it.
What is that? What have you found?
I'll tell you in a moment.
I-
I'm smart, but I'm not smart enough to read it that fast.
Maybe it's what the fortune teller told us to find.
These are the words that you find.
Kind of
Pinned
opening
in
the
an
book.
elegant cursive, one that you would recognize of somebody with a significant amount of education.
I'll
I
send it
am
back so that
the
everybody
ancient.
can get around and get a read. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't know you were about to read it.
I am the land. My beginnings are lost to the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all that I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of the God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all of my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name, death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, my death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact on blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother, and the pact was sealed in his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything that I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die. Nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though holds me from a moment. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me.
This is the journal of Count Strahd.
Thanks.
he can't be killed by stake. Oh, how are we ever going to defeat him?
I did say it
What
holds
about-
him.
What about the Sword of Sunlight?
What about the sun?
Why not both?
Balthazar looks at his shield and he looks at the sun. Is the sun? Is my shield shining inside the tower? Because it was cast. It was through magic, and I got the shield to be permanently lit.
Your shield would have flickered out.
I think it begs the question: why is a journal of Strahd lying in a wizard's tower?
Perhaps this is the wizard that sought to kill him.
I'm sure the wizard would have done his own investigation on how to kill the demon.
Maybe he left it here for us, for whoever came to resist him next.
It doesn't say how he became a vampire. It just says that he became it.
Something about a blood pact?
Made a pact with death. I can't believe I just said that in public.
Well, what does that mean?
No idea. But this sword seems even more important than before. The sword of sunlight.
Sergei's sword.
Well, at least we've unlocked one part of the mystery.
It would seem so. So walk over to the lift. Down. I'm going to bed.
That is not actually a bad plan.
I thought we were going to go identify this armor, or are we just not doing that anymore?
I've lost interest.
I speculate that the armor was there just to protect the journal from Strahd himself, allowing adventurers like us to find it.
Nothing a good pair of strong arms couldn't fix, eh, Tal?
Yeah. I really want that armor.
As I'm starting to crank down. Death to Strahd! Did that work? Did it do anything?
Oh yes, it worked!
Oh, my eyes! It's clawed them out!
You people,
Oh, all these wizard spells are entering my body!
people are absolutely hilarious.
Does anyone else hear that?
Shale, is that you? No, it's coming from outside.
A howling of wolves coming from outside.
Do you think that's Strahd?
Rictavio, do wolves come by here often?
Tis Barovia, my dear boy. Wolves are everywhere.
Maybe it's because Roquan shouted death to Strahd.
Oh no. Well, they can't get us up here, right? Roken, you should come back up.
I'm already downstairs ritual casting Unseen Servant.
Like outside?
No, like on the lower floor of the tower. I'm not gonna go sleep outside. Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, spells don't work anywhere in the tower.
Ah, shit, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to fucking manually set my shit up. Roken is muttering angrily to himself as he's going through his nightly ritual. This is why I have
Oi,
servants with
maybe that's why
wisdom.
the armor isn't moving. It needs to be outside.
well, he said that only the wizard spells worked here.
Oh. Listening is difficult. Anyways, I'm gonna go down too. Down!
But shouldn't we be safer up here? There are wolves down there.
Javio, do the wolves ever get in?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Do the wolves ever make it into the tower?
I believe we are safe unless they can bypass the doorway. However, if they block that causeway, there'll be no way for us to leave.
Is there a window by any chance on the first floor?
There's arrow slits or something.
Yeah, on the upper floor, there's dusty windows. Looks like there's arrow slits on the second and third floor as well.
All right, I guess I stop at the second floor and I face towards one of the arrow slits and I go, "Oi, fuck off! I'm trying to sleep."
Okay.
And
Looking out over the darkness, you see that there are some large furry creatures that you would recognize as the larger wolves walking down the causeway. There's between 8 and 12 of them moving in your direction. And among them is a humanoid figure just walking between them all.
Did you not hear me? I said fuck. And then I see the figure and I like jump down and I rush back upstairs. Oi, there's somebody walking among the wolves. Do you think it's Strahd?
With wolves.
I just told him to fuck off.
I rush over. Oh. Go, Benji. Sorry.
No, I said, there's someone walking amongst the wolves. It might not be Strahd, but there are others like him.
There's no arrow slits on this floor, right?
On the top floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually windows there that you could push out, like panes that you could push out to look at.
I want to go take a peek out. Can I pick up anything about them walking? Even like if it smell as well. See if I smell a man or if I just smell wolves.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. You with advantage. All right.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Good one.
You look out over the wolves, and you see the same scene. They are walking up the causeway. The human that's walking among them has tanned skin and dark brown hair and a large beard. As he's walking, he's just wearing. He's just got. He's topless. He's not wearing a shirt at all, and he looks to be pointing and commanding the wolves. He points over at the wagon and the horse that is pulling it or is still tethered to it.
Rictavio, they're looting your wagon, or planning to, I think, and it's not Strahd.
Maybe it's the werewolf that we were coming here to hunt.
Might well be.
As you say that, the man turns to look behind him, and you see a large scar across his back.
Did you say it's not Strahd? I turn to the windows. Fuck off proper, will ya?
Okay, you're yelling at them, looks up at you, and acknowledges your presence as the wolves begin spreading out across the causeway, moving towards the tower.
How many wolves are there?
As they get closer, you see that there are. Let me roll on this. There are 9, and the human.
What do you want anyways? That's our wagon. Any response?
That is our dinner.
The wagon?
Let's not have any more horses die.
What's Rictavio doing?
And the wolves charge
Is he-
forward.
Oh no. We could shoot from up here in the window, though, right?
Anything that's not a spell, you could.
Also, we'll take out his bow. And I'll take a shot at the, if it's possible, I want to take a shot at the closest wolf charging towards the horse.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and let's bring our tokens out here and roll into initiative real quick.
Roken, we need
Here, I
your
got the
chain
tokens.
expertise up here.
My chain is not going to reach from the top of the tower.
I mean, what else you got? You can't cast spells, bro.
I think I might just go out there. You don't want to join?
Go down there, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join.
I want to fuck
It's
some
like, how
dogs
many
up.
wolves?
9.
There's like 20 wolves down. Well, okay.
I thought you said
That's not
9,
too
right? You
bad.
said 9, Mel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the initiative bar up yet?
Give me just a second. I'm dropping it.
Does Rictavio seem particularly perturbed by this? Is he concerned at all?
Rictavio seems hold on, this thing's being weird. I don't want to lose my horse, but if that's all they're after, it may not be worth the fight.
Does this tower have any defenses we can activate? Like the the suit of armor.
Maybe the golems?
No, this map's not as big as I thought it was.
Oh
It's
my
about to be
god,
fucking
there's so
crowded.
many. I'm gonna jump off and land on one of the wolves because they're
Yeah, I'm
pretty
gonna
much
do
covering
it.
the ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a superhero dive and like I'm gonna land like boom and pound the ground and like make an earthquake and yeah, it's gonna kill them all.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's my secret magic cat class.
That seems fair.
I paid for the premium package.
Oh my god, come on. Sorry guys, it's taking forever.
Remember to, when you roll their initiative, have it as a token that's off to the side, not actually in combat, so you don't delete it.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, me neither. I just try and remember to do the X over the body rather than deleting it. Try. Keyword.
Oh man, I can't even hurt like a werewolf with my bow or anything.
Thank God I have a way.
You can hurt their feelings, though.
That's true.
That is important.
You're a bad boy, and you'll always be a bad boy.
Benji, I don't see you on the initiative. Same with you, Balthazar and Roken.
Oh, let me just
I'm on the initiative.
reduce my.
I rolled, but it didn't seem to show up.
It's because you moved our map. You gotta add yourself back in.
Oh, what was my initial 110?
Initial initiative?
Yar.
Oh,
It was 10.14.
I have taken off my armor. I am. Oh, crap.
I did not, so I'm fine.
Who needs armor when you got fireball?
Here's the plan, right, Balthazar? I'm gonna throw you out the window. You're gonna cast Fireball right on him.
So actually, do we get spells? Like, I don't have to prepare them because these are my class spells, my domain spells, but I don't get spell slots though, right?
No, we don't get any spell slots for
Oh,
level
shit,
3
wait.
spells.
Do I not have second attack then?
No, it's different, I think.
Okay.
Melee
You know what?
should
Since
be
we leveled this up weird, so go ahead and you can have the slots, but you don't have anything prepared for them yet. So you can cast a lower level in that slot.
Because Fireball is a domain spell, does it mean I don't have to prepare it?
Means you always have.
It comes with like cleric. Yeah. So.
Yep.
So I can't Fireball.
Who knows?
All right.
Okay.
I believe he was asking you for clarification.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. We'll go ahead and wait for the long rest on that.
Now realizing he made the map so
So basically,
tiny.
you got
Fireball
your
in the encounter.
Yeah.
How tall is this tower? How tall is this fucking
Enough
tower?
for you to jump off, Benji.
Well, I got an idea. It might be insane.
Okay.
Oh, my initiative's too low though. It's gonna be over by then.
Okay. Let's see. I've got copies of initiatives on here. I got to sort out real quick. Okay. So they are moving towards you and moving towards that horse. Sorry, it took a minute to get that started. First up will be Roken. What do you do? You're on the bottom floor.
Am I aware of what's going on? That's my first question.
I'm not
I
sure
did-
you do. You are. Unless somebody yelled out to you. You're just down there waiting.
I did yell out to you before the fight started. We
did
need
have
actual
rolls.
expertise,
Feldspar yelled.
but that's up to
Okay.
you.
I'll run to the door, open it,
Okay.
step outside, say, oh shit,
You are surrounded by wolves.
as I bonus action Blade Song and cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
For the purpose of this fight, can we assume that we're on the first floor, or do we have to worry about like height?
I believe that you were the only one on the bottom floor, Roken. Is that right?
That's what I remember.
Okay. The rest of you are up top.
How high is it?
It is 4 stories, so that's going to be about 40 feet or so.
I got an insane idea.
I'm up for insane ideas, please.
Balthazar.
I turn to the wizard and I say, I turn to the carnival guy, Ricavio, and I say, how much is the anti-magic? Can I just lean out and cast spells?
He shrugs. I assume it encompasses shell out around the tower.
Okay. With that, then I take out my crossbow and I run to the side and I take a shot at the biggest wolf nearby. That one.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Uh-oh.
Oh, so close.
Okay. In your haste to get your crossbow ready, you fling the window open, lean out with the crossbow. As you fire, something snaps on the crossbow, and it twists just right and falls out of your hands.
Oh shit. Lathander wouldn't like that. I'm gonna start making my way downstairs.
Okay. The wolves. These large wolves in front are moving to the wagon here, and the horse. Oh dear.
It's gonna be over before we can even do anything.
The first one tries to bite you, Broken.
It's disadvantage.
Horse killers. That's our title.
Ooh,
What?
Christmas tree. All right.
He
It
has
misses you. Yep.
Confirm.
Trying, but this one is not rolling. Are you guys having any issues on your end?
I'm not.
I was
Oh,
earlier,
sorry,
but not anymore.
All right, I'm rolling on my desk now. And it is confirmed. So it lunges forward at you, Roken, at one of your blurred, or at an area where you're kind of blurred out. And as it does, it puts all of its force into it, misses, and it falls prone next to you. The other wolf is going to try to attack the horse. What is it with DMs killing horses? And hits the horse, bites down deep into it. It begins trying to paw its way forward to get away from it. The wagon begins moving as well.
Oh, this asshole leaves his horses tied to the wagon at night? What a dick.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve that horse.
The third one here is going to try to fit in to attack you, Broken. Actually, I don't think it can. Alright, it'll attack the horse as well then.
Oh no.
And jumps upon the horse, taking it down. Two more are moving forward. The wolves begin circling around the tower intelligently. You've trained your wolf, spent a lot of time training your wolf, Feldspar, and you know that these things are moving with a purpose. They look to be more than your everyday wolf.
Did my
Feldspar.
initiative get removed?
You're right here.
Yeah, mine has gone off initiative.
Okay. You guys probably ended up rolling it on the other page. Let me... Is anyone else missing their initiative?
Don't think so.
Alright. Go ahead and just type them in.
Alright, there you go.
Okay.
Alright,
Feldspar.
I take out my shovel and I mount my wolf, and that's it. Let's go, boy.
Alright, Tal, you're up.
So it's 40 foot down.
That's right.
Benji, do you have a plan?
I do. Tie a rope around my waist and hold on to it with like 20 feet of slack.
That sounds really stupid. How far down is the scaffolding? It's like 20 foot down, right?
Yes, it is on the second story, so yeah.
Is there a window I can get out to jump down there?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking barrel towards that window and jump out.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
Alright, so you will take 2d6 damage for the fall.
It's fine.
Alright, you jump out. Make a acrobatics check for me.
Oh, I can't remember if I have good acrobatics or bad acrobatics.
We're
It's
about
not
to find
good.
out.
Not good.
Okay. You jump out of the tower, slam down on the scaffolding and attempt to roll. When you do, you grab onto the ledge, but you're not going to be able to move the rest of your turn because of that.
Oh, that was way better in my head. Could already. I'm just gonna use. Fuck. Use a werewolf. I can't do. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna ready an action just to make 2 attacks against whatever comes close.
Okay.
Any wolf that
So
comes.
you're hanging off of the scaffolding with one arm. You've got your sword in your other hand.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The man steps forward, grinning. You see that he's got very sharp canine teeth, and he yells orders. Surround him! No ways out! Get that horse back here. We got a pack to feed. Rictavio from the top story looks out over the battlefield. They've already gotten the horse. What else do they want? We can stay here, can't we? Shale, with
Right.
Feldspar on the back.
Yep. Shale goes down 40 feet. That's his movement. And I guess he moves.
So it'll take a turn for that elevator to get to the bottom.
Oh, right. Okay, I guess we'll wait for that. All right.
Just take the
Jump on
direct
the elevator.
way. It works out great.
And the golems are taking you down the elevator. Benji.
Benji looks at and sees Roken surrounded by wolves and says, "Oh no, Roken's in trouble! I'm coming! Tal, catch me!" And I jump out.
I've got a sword in the other hand. How am I gonna catch you?
Catch me with the sword! I try to leap to the fucking scaffold.
Okay, are you gonna try to catch him, Tal?
I've got a sword in my other hand. No.
No, you're not.
How can I catch him?
You can drop the
spear my
sword and
weapon.
try to catch him if you'd like. Otherwise, you can just watch him.
Is he gonna fall to the scaffolding or like?
We'll see.
Boy, I sure
can
hope
let
Tal
Oh,
catches
fine. I'll
me.
goddamn catch him. I'll catch him.
All right, you drop your sword and reach to catch him. Make a disadvantage athletics check.
So dumb.
Oh god. This is bad, dude.
Oh, that's not
It's not
bad.
bad.
Okay, Benji falls 20 feet. You jump too far. You're moving past the scaffolding, but Tal reaches and grabs you by the back of your shirt, swinging down. Tal, you can just feel the strain of your muscles as you're stretched to the max. Benji, you take no fall damage and are now dangling off of Tal's paw.
Get my sword.
Thanks, Tal. And then he's gonna look down at the werewolf and shout, "We're not your enemy! Please just take your pack and get away from here!" As he casts suggestion on him.
Okay.
Hopefully spells work.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw, if spells work.
What's the DC?
15.
Okay. Hold on. Cut the horse loose and let's go. A couple of the wolves stop and look back at him. I said let's go! Take a couple steps backwards. One snarls at you, Benji, as you're hanging above him like a snack.
We're not your enemy! It's like he kicks his feet away from him.
They step backwards. Roken, do you make any move to stop them from dragging the horse away?
No, it's dead, right?
Yeah. They snap and tear at the reins and everything's in, whatever's securing it to the wagon, and they are beginning to move back. Roken, it is your turn.
Can we speak out of our turn or no?
Sure, you could yell something if you'd like.
Are you
Just
yelling
go.
something?
No.
I don't know! I don't know! I have to be sure!
Just in case someone else wanted to say something.
Okay.
No!
I'm just gonna ready in action. If any of them move in any way that's hostile to me, they're getting a poison spray in the face.
Okay. Balthazar, you just dropped your crossbow. Speaking of that, Roken, it lands right beside you into the ground.
I poison spray the crossbow.
It's poison.
All right. Balthazar, what are you doing?
I run towards the lift and get ready to go down. I'm not really aware what's happening.
Okay. You jump on the lift, landing with a thud next to Feldspar and Shale.
I stare awkwardly at the wall.
So, how's your day?
It's pretty good. Pretty bad weather we got.
The wolves back away and are getting together. One of the wolves jumps and snaps at your feet, Benji. Snarls and then turns away, and they're leaving. It looks like.
Oh, thanks, Tal. As I dangle above the ground.
Feldspar, you reach the bottom of the lift.
Alright, what'd I miss? And I
You
guess
rush
I was.
out on Shale's back next to Roken. You see the bloody drag marks from the horse that's being taken away.
Oh, are we
Most
not
of the
fighting?
wolves have their backs to you now.
No, Benji convinced them to leave.
Oh, Benji!
I'm not sure we could have survived this fight. It's just dangling like a fucking.
Like a child in a baby carrier.
Besides, they were just hungry.
I guess we could just hang out.
Oh my god.
Can I see him? Can I see the guy from here?
Yeah, since I rolled Benji, you could, yeah.
So I can. Oh, okay. Fuck. Do I know it's him?
You got the information.
Odds yes, evens no. Okay, yeah, I'm dropping Benji and dropping from my sword. How far is that drop down?
It's on the second story, so that'd be 20 feet.
Fuck. Is it an action to swing Benji up properly?
Yeah, probably.
I'll do that. I'll swing him up, and I'm gonna yell, "You bastard! I'll kill you!" And I'm running straight at him.
Oh, maybe we're not done yet.
Alright, Benji, you were slung up onto the,
Picking up my sword if
Under the
possible.
scaffolding.
I don't know how far that gets me if I double back for the sword.
Yeah, you drop in, grab the sword, and you're able to...
How far up can I?
You
how
can
far
move your
forward can I
speed.
get? Cool. And I'll
Okay.
also yell out, "It's him! Kill him!"
He stops and turns towards you. Looking at him, you recognize a familiar look in his eyes. This is the werewolf that you have been hunting.
Oh no, guys!
I rolled for it. I couldn't decide, and I rolled for it. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
That's what your character would do.
It
Do I
is-
know you? He opens up a defensive stance.
You will
See?
soon.
Just when I thought they would do something intelligent. Octavio's leaning on the windowsill above, watching.
Poor guy.
Shale. The wolves have stopped moving and are looking for directions from their leader there.
All right. Shale will ready in action to attack the closest wolf to him if a fight breaks out again.
Okay. Benji.
Tal, please no. There's too many of them. We can fight them a different day. Tal, please. I don't want you to die.
Is that a suggestion?
No, it's not a suggestion because if I suggest him, then I lose the suggestion on the other one.
Alright, so Benji is on the scaffolding there pleading.
It is a suggestion though, in a different way.
Okay. Fuck. Okay.
Go ahead and make a Benji check. Broken.
Alright, well, seeing Tal,
You just acid
rushing
splash to the
forward-
crossbow.
It's poison spray.
Poison spray, sorry.
Yeah.
Can I respond to his suggestion or no? Like, is that... We can yell out, right?
Yeah.
We can talk
Yeah, as
between
long
the
as it's
party?
brief.
As your reactions.
Just kind of look between Benji and the werewolf, and I'll fucking spit on the ground and I'm turning back. Get you another time, you piece of shit!
So I don't need to do that.
It's just like, I don't move. I just kind of turn around and look away.
And
Fine.
Benji's suggestion was that we were not enemies.
I
Alright,
asked
well,
him and his pack to leave.
I'm
I guess that's true.
gonna move over to here, drawing my whip and readying a poison spray for the for first wolf to act towards one of us within range, which is I think all of them. No, 10 feet is the range.
Okay. Balthazar.
Balthazar will run out, and he will scream at Tal, "You've already almost gotten us killed once today. Don't do it again." And does my light flicker on? Does my shield flicker back on?
It does.
Okay, and I'll ready to toll the dead on any wolf that attacks one of my parties.
Okay.
I want to go on record and say I hate you, Mel.
The werewolf, assumed werewolf leader, looks at Tal and says, I will, but I have to leave. And he has a confused look on his face, like he doesn't really know why he has to leave. But he whistles and begins to trudge away. And you will see the scarred back of your arch enemy walk away from you with his pack. Does anyone do anything else to stop them?
No.
Are we really letting him go, Tal?
Shut up.
There's been enough bloodshed today. Can't we just have peace for a moment?
Benji says, almost in tears.
Yeah, I'm just stuck on the scaffold.
All right. Well, I'm going back in to go sleep.
I concur.
Okay. You all go back inside the tower. As the wolves drag away the horse. Outside, you now have 2 wagons with no horses on them.
I'll go up to Tal and say, "You have a soldier's discipline. One day we'll slay him." That's
Just
what we set
don't.
out to do.
Just don't, Balthazar. Leave it.
That's what I say to my dogs whenever I want them to do something good.
Why do you hate that one so much?
What is your deal
That
with that?
man killed my father, and he's taken my sister. Years ago. I swore I'd kill him. Every minute I think about killing him. And I just let him go.
We will kill him. Don't worry.
Oh, we will.
Until I know it's
That's-
not really your approach, but it is better to fight smarter, not harder. I'm sure we'll find him.
Does he have a name?
Volker is a werewolf. It's why I did what I did to become this. I had to be able to beat him at his own game.
I guess Benji climbs back down and we all go back into the tower. I swear, we'll find him. We won't let him go next time.
Killing
Yeah,
large groups
you're
of
right.
people.
Better this than a whole bunch of people die like the last time I was reckless, I suppose.
That was more my fault than yours, I think.
Okay. And we all head back inside the tower, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Tal, you get inspiration.
Thank you.
Did any of you hear that?
Hear what?
Hear what?
Never mind.
What you mean, never mind?
Hearing voices again.
I thought I heard someone, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, maybe you're right. Who? What did you hear?
I just avoid. As I'm kind of peeking out the door.
You're breaking up a little bit.
I
Say it again.
thought I heard a voice outside. As I'm kind of looking out the door at the lake.
You.
Someone calling
I
me.
feel
to
like
the
this is
water.
a decent. Calling you to the water.
Yeah, it said come swim. I don't know. Must be nothing.
Do I know of like sirens and things like that? Would Tal have read about that at all? Things calling sailors to the water and things like that. Yeah, would I have heard of anything like that? Well, studying.
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, you go ahead and make a nature check if you'd like.
Would that be an advantage because it's relating to monstrosities, undead, or fey?
Yes.
Whoa.
I swear, Roken, reading that many books is gonna rot your brain.
Are you serious? Right now?
You have heard of sirens and that kind of thing. All kinds of mystical creatures use voices and telepathy to lure people into their deaths.
Thinking on it, sirens, things like that. Plenty of creatures use their voices to lure innocent travelers to their death in the water.
We probably shouldn't bathe in there then. That's a shame. I'm really smelly.
Anything else you'd like to do before you go to sleep?
You hear Feldspar snoring.
Okay. As you get to the top of the elevator, and are finishing your conversation, you see Rictavio that is he's thumbing through the tome of Strahd that you found, reading the words again.
Sorry about your Horus, but I think that once we defeat the mean old burgomaster from Palaki, we could take some of his horses.
Yes, what? Yes, perhaps.
You seem
at
awful distracted. Good book. You a big fan of Strahd?
He looks at you through the purple tinted glasses of his. The more information that we have on the devil, the more likely we are to defeat him.
I agree. We were always taught that you need to know your prey before you hunted it.
Indeed.
What do you know about him so far? He seemed to have been here a fair share longer than us.
I know that he is a vampire. I know that he controls the creatures in the forests. He controls the weather, among other things. I have yet to find a way to defeat him, but your card readings that you told me about seem to align with what we have found here. Sort of light, perhaps that is this Sergei's blade.
Do you think that's where we should be looking first?
The witch that is there is very powerful, from what I understand. She is the mother of the other witches. Fiendish creatures in this land.
That very easily could have been Strahd. Perhaps we should prioritize finding this blade.
I'm thinking if she's the mother of the other witches, we could pay a visit to her children. Those in the bone grinder. Lines up with our personal grown. It's the old windmill. Morgantha, a baker. Creates dream pastries there as far as we know.
It's a fair option. You could do that. Kresk is also nearby. It is an option for this other artifact, or St. Andrews, if you can get back into Vallaki.
Do you have any idea of the nature of the artifact?
I don't remember the wording that you told me.
Well, it was. Oh, jeez. A powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. I don't believe it's in St. Andrew's Abbey or church. We took a pretty good look around there. I believe it must be in the other abbey.
I
Yes,
see.
I would like to visit this one also. And I also would like to find the bones of the saint. But that's when we can get back to Milwaukee.
Yes.
Well, we could go to... There are many places we could go. Kresk, Argynvostholt, the winery. There's really no end to it.
Ricavio, one last thing. The fortune teller said that look for an entertaining man with a monkey. I believe that's you. They said there was a really great artifact that could help us. Do you have any idea?
It seems that if that was about me, perhaps it has already come true. I saved you from what appeared to be certain death at the hands of Ezek Strasny back in Vallaki. I do not have any artifacts. It seems that this one here was hiding right underneath my nose.
What do you know of Ezek's? He had a strange power. A fiendish pact.
The lands here are evil. They seem that... I don't know if it is Strahd himself or the lands or some other entity that corrupts the people here, but I believe that his affliction was granted to him by some evil force. He is very dangerous.
Yeah, I noticed.
I do not know much more, though.
You lived in Vallaki for quite some time. If we were to defeat the Baron, is it possible that we could have someone else take over the town? Someone who would be more caring and kind to the people?
I don't know if she would be any better, but Fiona Vactor, Lady Fiona Vactor, she has always despised the Baron and has some support there. Perhaps you could earn her favor. I do not know if she would be any better than the Baron. She's rarely seen outside of her home.
She could be an ally in an unfavorable place.
Perhaps.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. I need to go get something to drink.
I guess we turn in unless anyone else wants.
Balthazar went to sleep.
Benji curls up on the cold, hard ground.
I take
Balthazar will
everything
give,
that I have and or everything I've set up downstairs and go back upstairs, set up at the desk.
Balthazar will give his bed sheets to Benji.
Oh, thank you, Balthazar. That's awful kind.
Okay. Are we doing watches?
I can't hear you, Benny.
I'm definitely gonna rest
You're
for the
muted.
first and then
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
third. Yes, we can hear you now.
Yep.
Yeah, Feldspar has already been sleeping for quite some time, and Shale is curled up next to him.
Balthazar will take first watch.
And Rookin, you said you're taking second and third watch?
Yep.
Okay. The next morning, the night goes by without incident. Balthazar,
Does it?
you're. Do you do something?
No.
When your watch begins, Rookin?
Well, the little girl went to sleep before everybody else, right?
Yes.
Safe to assume she would wake up before anybody else?
Evens, yeah. Yeah. Man, I wasted a natural 20 on that.
That's super awake.
Who are your parents?
I live with just my father now. His name is Luvash.
What does your father think of Strahd?
Our people have always had an agreement with Strahd. He is not an enemy. Not a good guy, not a bad guy.
Am I the only one that's awake right now?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
She nods her head.
Well, come sit with me. Let's eat breakfast and watch the lake as I step out onto the scaffolding.
Okay.
And I pull out the dream pastry.
Okay. All right. She walks out there with you, sits down next to you, and begins. She sits down and she says, "My father says that we should not eat these things."
But you liked them well enough.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Roken's gonna be the big bad of this campaign.
I don't think that I should.
Is she out on the scaffolding with me?
Yeah.
Suit yourself. I shove her off the scaffolding.
Whoa. What?
Do we wake up?
And then I return to the desk and flip open my book.
What the fuck?
Okay, hold on. Okay. You return to your book as if nothing happened.
Do we hear the scream before?
Yeah.
You can make disadvantaged persuasion checks.
You need
Perception, sorry. Sorry, I was looking at the roll.
Don't throw her off! That's the disadvantage persuasion. Second one is for show. So the highest is 11?
You sleep peacefully.
Holy!
Do we eventually wake up and I come to and my bedroll is empty?
When you awake in the morning, Broken, the next person to awake is Rictavio. As he begins getting his things together, he looks around the room. Where's the other Dasani child?
She said she wanted to look at the lake. Flipping through my book casually.
You'd think that she would be done with water. He grabs his bag, grabs a couple of books off of the shelf, and walks over to the elevator. Down. And the elevator goes down. That wakes the rest of you up. The elevator going down.
Oh. Benji looks over and sees the bedroll empty. Where's Arabelle?
Said she was going to go look at the lake.
The lake?
Who? Oh, the little girl.
You were awake.
Yes.
I thought you said you heard voices coming from the lake.
Oh, she was just went out on scaffolding. I'm sure she's fine.
How long ago?
Oh, a few hours.
Hours? Benji goes to investigate.
She's been gone for hours?
Oh, she did sleep like the dead.
Inspiration broken, by the way. Benji, as you walk out on the scaffolding, you see below you the mangled body of Arabelle. Her head turned in an unnatural fashion, eyes gaze straight up at you.
What?
I think
I'm racing down to see what's happening. Like, I think I'd probably go out the window. That's not a normal scream. Siren!
All right. You see the same.
What the fuck?
Show rushes
Jesus.
over, and then I rush over. What the fuck?
Balthazar?
Did she
Help?
fall?
I don't know.
Balthazar, she's injured.
Is there a pastry out on the scaffolding?
Yes, I just left the pastry sitting on the scaffolding.
The pastry killer strikes again.
Don't do drugs, Benji.
Do drugs.
The elevator comes to an end, and Rictavio walks out the front of the tower.
She's dead. She's dead.
I don't think the siren would leave the body. I think most monsters would eat it. Maybe she jumped.
Why? Why would she do this? We were gonna bring her to her parents.
Octavio, did you see anything?
You turn around and he is not behind you. He has exited from the bottom of the tower. You turn back. You see the the most of the books that belong to him have been scooped up and brought away from the tower. He did leave his chest behind, and as well as his bedroll. Or his bed, I guess.
I'm gonna.
I guess I go down to try to investigate the body. Does
Alright.
this mean I have to take the
Oh.
elevator again?
Unless you'd like to jump.
I would take the elevator.
Okay.
This
The
tower's
elevator's
worst.
on its way back up.
The worst.
Roken, she fell. What happened?
I'm gonna kind of walk out, lean over, look down. Unlikely she fell. Could have been anything.
You didn't hear anything.
Not a peep.
We all know it's pretty loud when someone jumps off the scaffolding.
Yes, unless she wasn't screaming.
Nothing woke us up in the night. Could this be Strahd's doing?
Well, he is a big evil vampire.
No one else's magic works in this tower, though.
If she was on the scaffolding, then magic would have worked.
True. Yeah.
Am I down there at this point?
Yeah, you're on your way down now.
Well, one less
Sorry,
stop.
I'm back in. I couldn't hear that part about what does her body look like.
I think Feldspar's about to investigate it.
Okay. Can I say Balthasar was joining Feldspar? Sorry, I disconnected for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stand aside. Feldspar's gonna investigate the body to see what the cause of it is, or if there's anything suspicious, given his previous job.
I'm gonna put my hand on the shoulder and channel Lathander's energy into him and give him guidance. And I'm also gonna do my best to help him investigate the body, just like as a soldier's background.
Okay. You can do guidance or you can help him.
I'll help him.
Okay.
Investigation, I guess.
Yep.
All right.
Fuck.
I think she fell.
Roll 20's not giving me answers. What was that?
I got a 5.
A 5. Okay. Yes. It looks like she fell. Like I said, her neck is turned kind of sideways and unnaturally. She's got her femur is sticking out of her left thigh. There's quite a bit of blood underneath her.
Clearly she fell. What is this pastry doing here? And I pick it up.
I don't think the pastry was actually given
she
to
didn't.
her.
She didn't take the pastry.
Oh, okay. I thought the pastry was beside her.
I tried to make it easy on her. I don't
What
know. I'm gonna kind of shout down. You may want to wrap the body up. I'm sure the Vistani are gonna want to know, or are gonna want it back. As I turn around
She
and
fell-
packing my things up.
All the way up there. Down
Balthazar,
here.
Feldspar, behind you, Rictavio. Oh, by the gods. Holds a handkerchief over his face.
Did you hear anything about
That
this?
will go.
Can I insight check his reaction?
From
Like if it seemed feigned.
yeah, from on top of the tower, I'll let you do it with a disadvantage.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm on top of the tower. Oh well, I'll take it. Wow.
I'm still not getting numbers, so you have to tell me.
8
An 8.
with a 5 modifier. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna head down the lift then.
He walks up to it, does his handkerchief, and he doesn't spend much time looking at the body before he turns and walks back to his wagon.
We should return her to her parents. We should wrap the body. Alpha's... Oh. Go ahead.
I'm not there. I don't think yet. I think I'm still down the lift.
Yeah. So I'll look around the castle, see if there's anything to wrap the body with.
There's some blankets that are on the bed, and your personal belongings you could use.
I'll.
Otherwise, I think the only things that else are up there is the fireplace and the chest.
What about the wagons?
Yeah, you could ask Octavio about the wagons. You guys all make your way down there. I assume that's what you're doing. Unless you stay up top.
Balthazar, do you have a way to contact the other side? Find out if her spirit knows anything?
Oh, that's a good idea. I do have just the spell.
So this is early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Can I change my prep list? Like, can I say I haven't prepped my spells yet or not?
You just woke up, so I'd say you don't have any spells prepared.
Okay, yeah. I'll give me a moment. Let me pray to Lathander, and I'll talk to the dead.
You said you had something for it, Benji, didn't you?
Yeah, I do. I have it ready to go if you want me to do it. We can find out how Strahd got her.
Now, Roken, you have prepared your spells for the day because you've been awake. But Benji, I don't think you have to prep spells.
I don't. I just have Speak with Dead ready to shoot.
Shit. And I don't have counterspell prepared. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
As they're kind of having this discussion, I'm going to very casually kind of slip off to towards the wagons.
Okay. Rictavio is going through his other wagon, his supply wagon.
If Rictavio is by the wagon, could I have been by the wagon because I was insight checking him?
Well, you were upstairs, and you've now made your way down.
Yeah, so I'm downstairs, right?
You are now, yeah.
You see, in my head, in Tal's head, Rictavio fucking did this.
Okay. You could.
Can I have been I was gonna say I wanted to be watching Rictavio.
Okay. He walks over to the wagon, he opens the back door to it, reaches in, looks like he moves something around before he opens the door the rest of the way.
This is the wagon with the tiger?
No, it's the other one. The supply wagon. I do have some things that may help you along your journey. He's talking to Roken, who's over there and kind of looking over his shoulder at the group.
I mean, Benji casts Speak with Dead whenever he gets a chance.
Okay.
I guess I'll be with Benji. Watching Benji work.
I'm with Feldspar and Benji.
I can't reconnect the
Alright.
camera of all fucking times.
Yeah, I'm having a hell of a time with Roll20 right now.
Yeah, I just have to.
Oh!
Maybe it's an Arkansas thing.
Alright.
So actually, Benji would like first try to untwist the girl's neck. And just sort of like.
You can feel the bones grinding against each other as you turn it.
I'm sorry, but I just. It doesn't look good at the moment. And I just sort of try to put her in a more comfortable position, like leaned up against the tower.
Okay. You snap her leg back into place.
Oh, oh dear. Oh dear.
Her head, although is facing forward, is now like angled over and hanging down on her chest. Don't ask a paramedic to describe a fall victim to you.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to do this to you, but we need to know what happened. And I reach out and push my hand against her forehead and say, just for a moment, please come back to us. And I grab the pan flute from around my neck and play a little tune. that and the sound sort of doesn't really sound like a flute sound. It just sort of sounds like a drum almost, and it resounds off into the distance.
Okay. Her mouth begins to twitch, her dead eyes opening just a tad more and still staring into the ground beside you.
Do you have anything you want us to tell your father? I get 5 questions.
He hurt me. He hurt me.
Your father hurt you?
No.
Who hurt you?
The man. The man with pointy ears.
Fucking laser eyes on Rictavio.
Rictavio hurt you?
I don't know his name. He never say.
Can we all hear this, or is it just Benji right now?
Those that are around her can hear it.
I think of the 2 people who have elf ears. Was it the man who drove the wagon? Or the other man with elf ears?
I don't see him drive wagon. And her head slumps
And
down forward.
Balthazar looks up at Roken. And then Balthazar goes up to Roken and says, you were on first watch. Where was Rictavio?
You were on first watch.
You were on second and third watch. Where was Rictavio?
Can I make an
don't
insight check?
understand.
Can I make an insight check to do I need to make an insight check to see that they're like eyeballing Rictavio?
I think that Tal's being pretty obvious about it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like sitting like arms crossed, dagger eyes at him.
Well, for most of it, he was in his bed. He did get up briefly before the rest of you did.
But she said she never saw the man who killed her drive the wagon,
That's a
and that he
Good
had
point.
elf ears.
And you said she was out for hours.
I need to load my things up as I kind of begin making my way towards the tower again.
What do you mean you need to load your things up? A girl's
What do you need to
died,
do?
Broken.
She wasn't my daughter. Nothing to me. Give me
No,
back
but
to
she
Vistani.
was our key out of a curse from the Vistani.
That is unfortunate.
Broken, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
She said that you hurt her.
She said that she has no reason to lie to us. She said that it was you, Roken. After all you've done for the church, why would you do this?
I'm making sure that I keep some distance between myself and the party. So I kind of sigh and... Well, I did tell you that I went to a place with misty figures. I was told life for a life and it had to be hers.
Where does that end, though? How many lives for your life?
All it said was a life for a life.
You
And it had to be hers.
murdered her.
I did.
Oh, Bill made her. Benji stumbles away in horror.
This doesn't forgive you, Roken. Did this say that this will end your curse?
Let me read exactly what it said.
How do we know you're not lying?
I was told that he mustn't have her. Life for a life. That was my payment for life.
Who mustn't have her?
It was cryptic. Didn't say.
How do we know you're not lying and just murdering people for no reason?
Probably
No.
because I'm the only one that didn't murder anyone back in Vallaki. I don't kill for no reason.
Roken has helped the church a lot. There's no reason why he would go around murdering little children.
I mean, maybe there's a reason why he didn't die after Strahd hit him. Maybe he's working for Strahd.
I don't think that's that far out an idea. Strahd himself made a pact with something.
It's
I don't
oddly suspicious.
Feel like I'm
As I
working for
signal
Strahd.
Shell to go around. Shell's like behind you now.
No. Roken was the one that opened the gate for us. Don't forget. Otherwise, we'd be still stuck in Vallaki.
I mean, he was in danger too. He wasn't just doing it for us.
If he wasn't in danger, he didn't help anyone. Don't forget. Roken has helped us many, many times. I don't think he's helped me back before we met all of you. Roken wouldn't be working for Strahd.
After all, if I were working for Strahd, why would I have made such an effort to help you find his town?
We didn't try and find the tome. We found it accidentally. Let's not twist events here. We stumbled on it. It wasn't an active investigation into it.
Well, what do you
What
say?
does it matter?
I
What
turned
does
to
it...
Feldspar and Tal and say, "What do you suggest we do then? Kill him?"
Part of me says hand him over to the Vistani. Tell him what he did.
I think
Tell him that it was his horse that got lost originally. See what their justice does with him.
we'll be blamed too. Tal.
I don't know. This isn't good. I know that.
Perhaps, if I can offer a suggestion, we just avoid the Vistani. And continue on about our business, kill this devil, and free this land. As we came here to do.
You can't just wash this away like that. Our girl is dead.
And I'll live with it for the next 550 years, approximately.
You would.
It doesn't look like you're regretful of it.
You can't see my face, because my camera's not working.
Can I make an insight check to see how broken up he is over about it?
Sure.
Same here. Actually, no, I'll just let you do it.
Roken, I trust you to be fair with your response.
I'm gonna make this a disadvantage because Roken's not good at this. Not that it matters. Roken probably seems he doesn't seem particularly vindictive. Like he didn't particularly enjoy doing it, but he's obviously not completely broken up about it. And sort of the Roken, I don't give a shit about people, about peasant style.
You're so cold. Even if it was for the good in the long run, I don't know if this was right.
I'm here to find my ancestors and take care of my family, not every little girl we find on the side of the road.
Was a child.
She was.
But Roken, whatever Dark Force brought, it demanded this sacrifice.
Well, we've got one of two possibilities. One, he's telling the truth and he's made a pact with something evil that's told him to kill a little girl. Or he's lying and he's just murdering little kids for no reason. Either way, he's a liability.
What happens if the next life for a life is one of us, Roken? What's your choice then? What if it's Benji you have to push off the scaffolding next?
That's not what the voice said.
Yeah, but what if it does say that? Maybe unholy entities that can bring people back aren't something you can manage. What if, Roken? Are you going to kill him?
A week ago.
No, of course not.
A week ago.
Can I
Janice
insight check
asked me-
that? Janice, I love you, man.
Let me see if I can I'll just roll this so I can keep it to myself if it's all the same.
Yeah, no worries.
Roll for
I
the
trust you,
jam or
man.
something.
Oh my god, I rolled. Oh, you can't see my camera. I rolled a natural one. You suspect that Broken would probably push Benji off of the scaffolding if it meant Benji versus himself. It's very
You know-
obviously telling you what you want to hear in that regard.
All right.
Just a few days ago, I would have happily given myself if it meant saving you. But now, Benji looks away.
Should we bring him to the Viscani?
No,
Or should we put him down?
either way, we're just gonna get in trouble. Let's not be ridiculous.
You have nothing to gain by killing me, and everything to lose by going to the Vistani.
I mean,
Broken's right.
we have one thing to gain, not having a murderer hanging about with us, willing to push children off ledges.
That exactly. You're a liability.
I agree that Broken, what he did wasn't right or forgivable, but he did what he had to do to survive.
What if it was
Would none of
Benji?
you do that?
What if you pushed off Benji? Would you be
Okay.
saying the same thing, Balthazar?
I would not. But this is just someone that we just rescued. This is not one of us.
That girl is a Benji to someone else, Balthazar. It was someone's child. Someone's sister.
Kind
Tal,
of
can you roll
casually,
persuasion?
kind of casually placing my hand on my chain.
I'll
I
obviously
see you-
help Tal in persuasion if I can.
Sure, yeah, advantage persuasion.
This is when you guys see my horrifically high charisma. It's not rolling. Fuck. Oh, it is now.
14.
14.
Okay, I'll stop defending him, but I won't say anything.
Benji speaks up and he says, I don't know if just handing him over will fix anything. He's right in one way. If we give him up, that makes us that much weaker to defeat Strahd. Maybe it's not yet, but one day there will be an accounting. Maybe not in this life, but in the next.
We have too many things to worry about now than about Rokin. Just next time, don't let him watch by himself.
Oh, are we seriously just gonna pretend this man didn't kill an innocent person?
Of course
He
not.
did. We're gonna remember that, but we're not gonna do anything.
Balthazar, perhaps Rokun was a good man. I think he's changed. I don't think we should let him go scot-free.
What can we do?
What do you suggest we do?
What do we do with murderers we find?
Lathander will judge him in the next as he passes. He'll have his justice done to him.
Rokin, in your town, the one where they throw vegetables at children, what happens to a murderer?
I suppose it's a good thing we're not in my town, isn't it?
It sure is.
And yet you've persuaded the last town we were in to follow your town's rules by throwing potatoes at poor people.
Look, to be frank, I can help you in your journey against Strahd, and I can help you defeat Strahd. I'm more than willing to. But I don't plan to look over my shoulder for the next, however many months we're going to be here. Make your decision.
Should
I'll
we
watch
do? Should we vote out of character?
It would
In
be
character? Be in character.
Or in
It
character.
would be in character.
Okay, I'll propose this. Every night, I'll make sure that he doesn't do anything to us. I've worked with Roken before. I'll be accountable to him.
We're just making our life more difficult by having a murderer around. You know that. These lands are already tough to survive in.
Without him.
I guess we should leave it to a vote then. Rictavio, would you be a tiebreaker?
Do we need a
If
tiebreaker?
you need one, I don't believe that throwing your allies away in this land is a good idea, but if you do not trust him, then you cannot bring him along with you.
Are we ready to vote?
Yeah, let's vote.
For the record, I love you, Janice.
I know. There's absolutely zero hard feelings for me. I just pushed a little girl off of a scaffolding.
Oh, tiebreak.
Rictavio, it's up to you.
No, you're not putting it on the DM. I'll evens and odds this shit.
We toss a coin if we're split.
So what is it?
Accountable.
Evens, we kill him. Odds, we keep him.
Oh God, here we go.
Just no. If you. Well,
Anything you'd like to add before I roll it?
I will defend him if you try and kill him.
You can try, but that man, as far as I'm concerned, is as bad as the person I'm here to hunt. I'll work with him. I won't kill him. Not until we're out of here. And then maybe I'll see what he has done.
No.
That's fine.
But for now,
We need him for Strahd.
oh no. We leave this up to a coin toss. That's what you're worth, you piece of shit, Roken. I love you, Janice.
I know.
I love you, Mel, too, dude.
I'm loving this whole fucking thing.
Okay. Alright, coin toss. So evens is what?
Evens, we kill him. Odds, we let him go.
Yes.
Okay, evens, kill, odds, let him go. Here we goes the
You
roll.
must obey the coin, Balthazar.
Okay, I'll agree.
Holy shit.
Oh God.
It is tails. That means you will let him go then.
I'll keep my eye on him. I'll be accountable for him.
You're not the only one keeping your eye on him. Let's make this clear, Roken. If you try anything underhanded with this group, I personally will behead you and carry your head around everywhere. You understand me?
Noted.
Good.
We should get moving.
Shit. Place shit.
Where are we going?
Well, now that that is resolved, where are you going?
Well, we're not gonna bring back the girl to the Balaki anymore.
If you do not decide to go to the Vistani camp, I will bring her body back for you.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
That would be appreciated.
How about we go to Berez?
I don't think that's a good idea. We just got our asses handed to us by some town guards. We're in no place to deal with which we need to be coordinated. We need to ease the tension or something. I don't know. Vote. My vote's that mill. We find out what we can about that witch. If she is the queen of these witches, we deal with whatever the hell's there, and we fucking kill something that deserves it.
The mill is a good place. The children in the wood is clearly in distress. You didn't see your pain. You didn't see your eyes. There are many suffering because of this mill.
It's true. We must do some good in this land to pay back.
I see you guys agree on the mill. I guess I'll follow.
We'll
Or
be going to the mill then.
alternative, Argon Vastold.
Hagenvastholt is nearby, as is Kresk. I believe you have many places to go.
Since we can't go through Valaki, we could go to Argon Vostholt and then cross the river, make our way to the mill from there. It would be
Yeah.
on the way.
If it's an Order of the Silver Dragon, they might have equipment we can use as well. Silver, especially. We're gonna need that for when we kill that fucker Volker.
You mentioned, Rictavio, that you had something to help us with.
Indeed, I do. I have some equipment here. Take your pick. I shall not need it all. And he opens the back of his wagon and presents you with this.
Man, Roll20 is taking forever today.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what
Maybe
this
if it's an image, paste it into the Discord channel. Would be a better way to get around it.
The formatting is going to be all screwy, but
Yeah, Roll20 is really shitting itself today.
Yeah. We all need to buy Pro, guys. Support them, they need it.
Apparently. Man. My feels, guys. My feels!
It's a highly emotional encounter. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Oh, look at that.
Do you guys see something?
It's in Discord.
I am immediately eyeballing the spell scrolls, obviously.
Can we take a small break? I actually didn't get a chance to go to the washroom last break because of the fire.
yeah, as you sort the loot out, let's take a short 5-minute break because we only have half an hour left. So.
Thanks.
I'm immediately eyeing those copper pots and pans. Ooh.
Benji's gonna be playing the pots and pans. Fuck, I was really hoping for a bow.
There's crossbow.